Hello, my name is Joe Batis, and welcome to the Appraisal Toolbox. Today I'm going to walk through a presentation called What is the Appraisal Toolbox, where I'm going to share with you some of the information and give you a quick overview of what we have available on our website. So the information you're going to see, all of which is free, is helpful to appraisers, practicing appraisers, whether they be experienced or those that are new to the profession, as well as students who are working on their appraisal license and certifications or designations, and of course, users of our services, including potential clients. The services we provide include video presentations, and a lot of our video presentations are educational videos, although we also have a lot of general information videos. And again, these are not just for practicing appraisers. Of course, a lot of the teaching or educational videos are because they deal with specific applications and processes to solve valuation problems. But there's also a lot of great general information for those that are not in the profession but have to deal with an appraiser. Maybe you are ordering an appraiser, an appraisal assignment, and you're talking to an appraiser, or you're looking to hire one, or you're reviewing an appraisal. So there's all kinds of information for those individuals as well. In addition, we offer a great amount of information for those that are students of the profession, and particularly those looking to either pursue a professional designation or a state license, where they have to go through a curriculum and deal with multiple examinations. We have a number of practice problems that are developed to coincide with the curriculum that you would be following in pursuit of your designation or certification. We also have a great number of Excel download files that we're going to show you some examples of here today, as well as some HP 12C calculator solutions. Now, the video instruction that you're going to see is broken down into topics that and categories of topics that cover pretty much everything. So you'll find information at our website regarding the 3 approaches to value. You will find information dealing with topics covering specialty areas like litigation, statistics, how to value easements, etc. But you'll also find very general information. How to hire an appraiser, what's the competency requirement of appraisers, how to file a complaint against an appraiser if you have an issue with a particular assignment that was completed for you. So we've got a lot of topics, and in each one of these topics there are multiple videos explaining various issues, components, etc. that deal with those categories. Our videos are broken down into 2 topics or 2 formats. First one is called Teach Me, and you'll find videos on in our vault or in our toolbox that include probably 8 to 10 to 12 minutes of instruction, very detailed, walking through a particular application or process from beginning to end, step by step, to make sure you understand exactly what's happening in that process. And we also offer the same topics in a much more condensed or summarized fashion, which would be our Remind Me videos. And these are videos that will cover that same topic, but just hit the high points, just as a quick refresher for those that have already dealt with the material, maybe have dealt with an application of a particular type of property or technique, but they haven't done it in a while. So the Remind Me versions are really good quick reminders, refreshers of that information. The topics we cover that are inside those categories we just talked about, you can see we have all types of information. Some of them very general in nature, like how to prepare for trial if you're an appraiser, to technology tips, to how to use statistics, to more detailed topics like how to estimate depreciation, how to determine the cost new using the various cost methods, how to extract out cap rates or calculate yield rates, etc. And we also have information dealing with specialty properties. So maybe you've got a billboard, a wind farm, agricultural property that has special use properties on it. Maybe you have, or special use components. Maybe you need a self-storage property appraised or a quarry. We've got all kinds of information that will explain to you what that process is all about. The videos include very detailed and very clear to understand, easy to understand, and clearly put together presentations. And here's some screenshots of some of them. And you'll see that we have a great amount of detail in these teaching tools to help you fully appreciate and understand and comprehend what is going on in the process. For instance, these 3 screenshots come out of one of our video presentations that deals with estimating physical depreciation by the breakdown method. And we show how the breakdown method works and the different components of it. We also have all kinds of videos, and here's some more screenshots dealing with a wide range of topics, including internal rate of return problems, whether it be an internal rate of return of a mortgage or the whole property or the equity position. We walk through the entire process, everything from the cash flows to the reversion. If you extract cap rates or you deal with market extracted cap rates, we're going to show you some really good information. I'd highly recommend this one, particularly if you're a client or a user of our services, to see what's behind that cap rate, that market extracted cap rate, and what are some of the key property elements that you want to be aware of when extracting a cap rate. And then we've got all kinds of information dealing with site valuation. So we offer, this particular screenshot comes from a video that deals with the concepts of excess land, surplus land, floor area ratios, site coverage ratios, land to building ratios, and you can see the graphics that we have help us explain these topics in great detail. The practice problems section of our website includes a breakdown of various problems to help for you to practice solving, whether you're taking a course or maybe one of the refresher before an examination. And we break them down into the categories, including the 3 approaches to value. And if we just take a look at one of them here, for instance, the cost approach, you'll see that we've got a number of practice problems. And the practice problems have a particular issue. Each one deals with a particular issue where you are given the facts or the problems and you are going to be solving it. And you'll be given the solutions as well, so you can see step by step how to solve that particular problem. So there's on the screen now is a sample of all the different practice problems that deal with cost approach. And then here are some that deal with the HP12C. For instance, the one on the screen now deals with how to value a property that has variable cash flows or changing cash flows using a DCF model on your HP12C calculator. We also have a number of Excel solutions that are free to download from our site. Again, these are ones that you can use to solve problems and to practice different applications, or you could just obviously use them in your appraisal practice. The one that's on the screen right now deals with one of our video presentations, and this is the Excel sheet that accompanies that video, which shows a comparison of 2 cap rates, the band of investment cap rate and the built-up mortgage equity cap rate. And we put these cap rates side by side so we can understand exactly what's going on in each step of that process. And so you will have a full appreciation for the differences between these cap rates, as both are using various variables and inputs to solve for an overall rate. And then if you go ahead and enter into our Excel worksheet your variables, you'll be able to see at the bottom of this particular worksheet how each one is calculated and where the different steps in the process, how they are handled and how they ultimately result in the overall or the development of the overall cap rate. Lastly, if you don't like all the things that we're making so easy for you with HP12C sheets and Google Sheets and so forth, we also offer a lot of our solutions algebraically for those that like to step-by-step solve the problems the old-fashioned way. This is just an example of one of our solutions for a property yield problem where you're solving for a cap rate if you know the property's yield rate. So step-by-step we show you what's involved in that process. Probably not as popular as the teaching videos or the HP12C solutions, but nonetheless, just another way to look at some of these problems. So here's our website on the screen. Feel free to visit it. You'll find a lot of information, much more than we just covered in this video, and hopefully you find answers to any questions or problems you have. If there's a particular problem or situation that you'd like us to try to address in a video presentation for you, or present maybe an Excel sheet to help you solve something, please go ahead and throw that into the comment section on our website. We'll be happy to take a look at that for you. Thanks again for visiting the Appraisal Toolbox. We hope you enjoyed today's session and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.